Hello, kindergartners. Thanks for coming and joining me in our reading review video this week. We have a lot to review this week, so please pay attention and stick with me. So I want to start first by going over our sight words. We have some old sight words that we know, and we have a new sight word that we are learning this week. So our old sight words, let's look at them first. Do you know what sight word this is? Yes. The dog chased me at the park. What about this one? And. This is the sight word and. I like cookies and milk. Like. This is the sight word like. Yes, I like going to the beach. And then the last sight word that we know, kindergartners, is I. I like seeing your faces. I. Our new sight word this week, do you know it? Let's spell it together. S-E-E-C. The sight word is see. Can you use the sight word see in a sentence? Now remember, this is the see like what our eyes can do. We can see things. It's not the ocean. It's what we do with our eyes. We see. What kind of sentence could you come up with? I see my classroom. See. There is the sight word see. Now, my friends, when we're talking about the sight word see, that is one of our senses, one of our 5 senses. Did you know that you had 5 senses? You do, yes. So see is one of them. So we see with our eyes. We smell with our nose. We taste with our tongue. We hear with our ears. And we can touch with our fingers. Those are our 5 senses. Now I have a card to show you. It says, what can you see in the city? In big cities, there are a lot of people. You can see a lot of people in the city. In big cities, there are a lot of cars. You could see a lot of cars in the city. What else would you maybe see in the city? Think of something that you could see in the city and come up with a sentence like, I can see all the people in the city. Good job, kindergartners. All right, I want to look over here. So we're talking about our 5 senses. And I have some pictures over here that I would like to talk about. So this guy right here, he has a magnifying glass and he is using his eyes to look or to see. Yes, and now this girl here, she's showing her ears. And what do our ears do? They hear or listen. Oh, and this friend right here, he is taking a bite out of some juicy fruit. He is using his tongue to taste. Yes. And I have a friend here who is using her nose to a flower to smell. Yes. And then this friend here is using their fingers to touch the tree limb. Yes. They are all using their senses to do different things. Now, my friends, there are some words under, or some pictures under each one of these senses. And I want to go over them with you, but I want to do something where we take 2 parts of the word and then we bring it together to make a whole word. Okay, can you do that with me? So, for example, this is a ox. Fox. Yes. This is a app. Map. Yes. And this is a kite. Kite. Yes, you can see a fox or see a map or see a kite up in the sky. This is a jet. Jet. This is a bee. This is a bell. Good. You can hear a jet or a bee buzzing or a bell ringing. This is ham. This is it. Pet. And this is soup. Good. You could taste ham or the pit of a fruit or soup. Ooh, what can we smell? We can smell cheese. Pie. Rose. We could smell all of those things. I think I would like to smell the rose or the pie the most. Okay, now what can we touch? We could touch a goat. We could touch the sharp point of a nail. Or we could touch some very cold ice. Yes, those are all things that we could touch or smell or taste or hear or see. Now, my friends, I have a poem that I would like to read to you. Now, remember, a poem has rhyming words in it, and that's how we kind of know that it's poetry. It doesn't really tell a whole story. It tells poetry. What do you see in the picture of our poem? I see some family and friends out having a picnic in the park. I bet they are using their 5 senses at the park. What do you think? Yes, when you are at the park, do you ever hear things or see things or even smell things or even taste or touch? Let's see what this poem says. See the feast beneath the trees. Smell the piney scented breeze. Feel the prickly tickly grass. Hear the ice cubes clink the glass. Taste the tangy lemonade. I love picnics in the shade. What did they smell? The piney scented breeze. What were they feeling? They could feel the prickly grass. What could they hear? The ice cubes. And what did they taste? The lemonade. And what could they see? What are some things that they can see? They see their picnic, their feast. Yes. Oh my goodness, that is so much fun. Now, my kindergarten friends, we are doing a new letter this week. Are you ready for our letter? So our letter, I'm going to show you the lowercase letter A. This is the letter A for apple. The letter A makes the sound, like apple. This is the letter A, the lowercase a. Now, I have some words that I would like to show you, and I want you to tell me what sound you hear at the beginning. Are you ready? I got to mix them up a little bit here. Okay, here we go. This is salt. What do you hear at the beginning of salt? Yes. This is an astronaut. What do you hear at the beginning of astronaut? You hear the letter A for astronaut. Good. This is a map. What do you hear at the beginning of map? Yes. Ooh, this is an ant. What do you hear at the beginning of ant? For the letter A. Ant is for letter A. This is a mop. What do you hear at the beginning of mop? Right. And the last one, this is a sun. What do you hear at the beginning of sun? Good. Oh, good job, my kindergarten friends. We are learning so much today. All right, I have another thing I want to read to you. What do you see on these pages? I see kids' faces too. I see them. Now, this is called a finger play. And the reason it's called a finger play is because it's a poem, but it has some actions that go with it. Are you ready? Can you do the actions with me? Good. So it says, here are my eyes, 1, 2. Can you smile with your eyes? And can you count them? 1, 2. I can wink. So can you. Can you wink? Good. When my eyes are open, I can see the light. So open your eyes really wide. When they are closed, it is dark as night. Can you close your eyes? It gets so dark when you close them. It's not time to sleep yet, kindergarten. Good job. All right, I have some letter A words here, my friends, and other words too. We are going to be looking for the sound A, like apple, for the letter A. Yes, the letter A. So this is an axe. What sound do you hear at the beginning of axe? Ah. What letter makes the sound ah? The letter A, that's right. So let's write the letter A. I'm going to write a lowercase a, just like the one that we are looking at. To make the lowercase a, you just make a circle and then a line on the back of it. A circle and then a line on the back. You can make a letter A with your fingers if you would like to while we do this. This is an apple. What sound do you hear at the beginning of apple? Ah, yes. What makes the ah sound? What letter? The letter A. Let's write an A for apple. Nice. This is ice. What sound do you hear at the beginning of ice? I. Yes. Do you know that I makes the I sound? It does. That is not the letter A, so I'm just going to leave it blank. This is a sun. What sound do you hear at the beginning of sun? What makes the S sound? The letter S, not the letter A. This is an astronaut. What sound do you hear at the beginning of astronaut? Ah. What letter makes the ah sound? The letter A. You're right. I'm going to write the letter A. And this is an alligator. What sound do you hear at the beginning of alligator? Ah. And what makes the ah sound? The letter A. Good work, kindergartners. You are learning. Soon you're going to know all of your letters and all of their sounds, and then you will be reading, and it will be amazing. Okay, my friends, I have another poem to read to you. What do you see on this picture? Lightning. Yes, lightning. Have any of you ever seen lightning with your eyes? Me too. Now, have any of you ever heard thunder? What did thunder sound like? Was it soft or quiet, or was it loud? I've heard it be loud too. Yes, and it was kind of like, yeah, like that. So this is called The Storm, and it is a poem about storms. Let's listen. In my bed, all safe and warm, I like to listen to the storm. What rhymes with warm? Storm. The thunder rumbles loud and grand. The rain goes splash and whisper, and The lightning is so sharp and bright, it sticks its fingers through the night. What rhymes with bright? Night. Yes, look, I'm going to show you that the lightning one more time. Usually, if you're in your house, you are safe from a storm, from lightning and thunder, and you don't have to be afraid. I like how she talked about she heard it while during the storm she could hear it. Okay, I have one more poem to read to you, my friends, about our five senses. My mouth can taste a yummy pie. What does our mouth do, our tongue? Taste. My eyes can see a bird fly high. What do our eyes do? They see. My nose can smell a blooming rose. What does our nose do? Smells. My hands can reach and touch my toes. What do your fingers do? They touch. My ears can hear me when I say, and what do our ears do? They can hear. My ears can hear me when I say I use five senses every day. How many senses do you have? Five senses. And what do your eyes, or what can see? Your eyes. What smells? Your nose. What can taste? Tongue. What can touch? Fingers. And what can hear? Your ears. All right, kindergartners, I think that is all that I have for you today. Thank you for sticking with me and going through our reading review. Make sure you are reading a lot of books at home with some grown-ups and looking at pictures and finding characters and finding the setting of where the story is. I'm so glad that I got to share this with you today. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time.